North Carolina voters decide today if that state should have a constitutional ban on same-sex marriage. Meanwhile, President Obama hasn't said anything yet about comments from the vice president and a member of his cabinet supporting same-sex marriage.
This morning, a new Gallup poll shows half of Americans think same-sex marriages should be legal. Bill Plante is at the White House with a look at the president's delicate political dance. Bill, good morning.
Good morning, Erica. Delicate for sure. If the vice president hadn't brought it up, the White House would just as soon have ignored this.
The White House played defense Monday, insisting that nothing has changed in the president's view of same-sex marriage. While he opposes it, his position is still evolving.
I don't have an update to provide you on the president's position. It is what it was.
But in the last 48 hours, the vice president has suggested that he supports the right of gay couples to marry, only to see the administration pull that back and say that he was simply supporting equal rights for all.
I am absolutely comfortable with the fact that men marrying men, women marrying women, and heterosexual men and women marrying men all are entitled to the same exact rights.
But Education Secretary Arne Duncan was explicit when asked if he supported same-sex marriage.
Yes, I do.
It's an important issue to many of the president's supporters on the left. And though the president endorses civil unions for gay and lesbian couples, he has maintained that he does not support marriage for them, at least not yet. Here's what he said in 2010.
My feelings about this are constantly evolving. I struggle with this.
The issue of same-sex marriage is politically potent. It was one element in the 2004 re-election of George W. Bush. It helped to drive social conservatives to the polls. But public opinion on the issue is shifting. 2011 was the first year in history that a majority of Americans supported gay marriage, according to a Gallup poll. The White House stresses it has taken steps to guarantee rights for same-sex couples. It ended the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy in the military and has ordered the Justice Department to stop enforcing the Defense of Marriage Act, a law that defines marriage as between one man and one woman.
Now, later this week, the president is headed to Hollywood, of course, a bastion of liberal support. And he is likely to be asked at a big-dollar fundraiser at the home of George Clooney if he's still evolving in his views. Erica, Charlie?
Bill, North Carolina is important in the president's political plans as well. How does the campaign plan to handle this?
Well, the campaign is changing the subject. I mean, that's the first thing they did yesterday when Mitt Romney made a comment about how he was responsible for the success of the GM Chrysler restructuring, was to say that, hey, he may have supported that, but he didn't support the bailout, which came first. They're just changing the subject and moving on.
Bill Plante at the White House this morning. Thanks, Bill.